Okay, and we're back, guys. Hi, I hope everyone enjoyed the last installment of Let's Meet Adam. I am trying to keep up to date with uploading this to YouTube and VidMe. In case you do not know, VidMe is a site like YouTube where I can upload, and on there you can see the very first episode of Let's Meet Adam, uncensored, since I had to cut out the entire, you know, dick sucking scene. But yeah, let's talk right now. We're going to talk to Bart, King, and Pierce. When did I arrive? Well, when I got here, Lucky was the only one in the library. Okay, so pin. I have a pin. So it's Lucky, Bart. By the way, Bart, can I see your letter? Sure, knock yourself out. It says bottom on it, alright, and like mine, there was a number shown on it. Bart said +1. You've got a number on yours too, Bart. Kang. As for myself, I believe I was lucky number 7. Kang flashes us his letter. Also, Adam, my letter, the paper within says top, but there's no additional number on it. Mysterious, isn't it? How about you, Pierce? I think you should just show us your card. Since obviously you aren't even reading at a grade school level. Damn. Haha, very funny, dude. Pierce says sarcastically. Honestly, I don't really remember how many people were in that library when I got here. When you arrived after me, so that would make you the 8th man. Oh, okay. Pierce flips over his letter and his bottom, but also +1. Bart scratches his head fiercely for a few seconds. What does any of this even mean? Okay. I'm gonna talk to Steve and Vince. Hey guys. Adam, you okay? Yeah, man, I'm okay. I'm not sure how I feel, but I'm fine. If you need anything, don't worry, buddy, I know. Sorry to break up the touching reunion, but we've got a puzzle to solve. It's okay. Steve's right. Hey, Steve, can you show me your card for a second? Why? I already told you. Mine says top. Here, I'll show you mine. I flashed my letter, which clearly says versatile, but also shows a 2+2 in smaller print. So what? That don't mean I gotta show you mine. It's none of your goddamn business. Hey! Sorry, Vince. I can handle this. Actually, it is. It's all of our business, Steve-O. You think you can intimidate me, Adam? Fine, I'll tell you what mine says, but I don't need to show it to you. It says top, that's all. You happy now? And when did you arrive here? I say irritably. I think it's obvious I'm losing my patience. When I walked through those godforsaken doors, Earl, Lucky, and Bart were here already. So I'm guess number 4. Okay, so Earl was 3rd. That would make Steve 4th. And then it was me and Vince. And then it was Kang, Pierce, and Lars. Okay. We came in after you, so that would make us 5 and 6, right, Vince? Indeed. I think I walked into the library before you, but I can't remember exactly. Vincent shows us a letter to make a point of it and looks directly at Steve while he's doing it. His just says top, short and sweet. Like Vince, well, his vocabulary, anyways. Okay, we talk to the last crew. As I went towards them, I can tell by the look on Lucky's face that the talk with Earl did not go well. Hey, Adam. Hey, how are you guys holding up? Not bad for being trapped in a death game, I suppose. I'm okay. I'm trying to figure out the possible code for the keypad. Right, we're thinking it has to do with the order which we all arrived at Escape Mansion WeHo. It's the only thing that makes any sense. I was the first to get here. Now it's the 3rd. Right. Can you show me your letters? Yeah, of course, if it helps. Uh, what are you thinking? I'm not sure yet. I'm still piecing things together. Lucky and Earl's letters both say bottom and +1. Okay. How's this all connected? Don't worry, we'll try to help you figure this out when we can. Okay, so... I continue to search the room, but it's practically impossible with no lighting. Frustrated, I head back to the door with a keypad. That's when I notice something. Just above the keypad, the word VAPES is entered into the door. Okay. And if you hear any scratching sound, that's me writing. Okay, so. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, so. Let's see. I think it's pretty much the same as the demo. So vapes. It would have to be vents. So vents would be. Man, I think I threw it away. For fuck's sake. Okay. So vents was either 5 or 6. We'll go with 6. I was net, so let's go with. And then we do the +2 for us, which means 6, 7. Pierce would be 7. No, 8th, I mean. 8, okay. Earl was 3rd, and his letter has a +1, so that'd be 4. And then S would be Steve, and he also claims 4. So let's try this. I think it's still the same password. I don't remember. 6, 7, 8, 4, 4. No, okay. So. Okay. So I did. Let's try 7, 8, 8, 4, 4. Hold on, let me see. Okay, because I did vent to sit as the 6th person to arrive. So that wasn't right. So let's do 6, 8. Pierce was the 8th one. Oh, his is 9. That's where I messed up. Okay, okay. And then, okay, so I think I was right the first time. Okay, so I just gotta switch them around again. 6, 7, 9, 4, 4. Yes, there we go. I forgot about Pierce. I got it. I would like a ton of notepads on me, by the way. That's just the writer in me. The door sprang open. Everyone let out a sigh of relief. I'm nervous, you guys. I'm so excited. Before us was a darkened hallway that led to a foyer, I assumed. Vince put his arm around my shoulders and nodded silently. We stared at each other for a few seconds with me wanting to say something, but the words just wouldn't come. Instead, I just nodded back. Slowly, one by one, we all entered the darkened hallway, unsure about the remainder of the night or our chances for survival. All right, we made it. This foyer looked a lot like the first, complete with TV screens, stains, and all. Except that there are 4 doors this time, all lined up side by side. The room itself was tight, but big enough that everyone was able to walk around comfortably. Each one of the men stood peering around, a sense of uncertainty heavily weighed down the atmosphere. I still can't believe what just happened. That man was a good man. I like to think things like that can't happen to good people like him. But now, Bart, I understand. Karma is real, justice is real. Bad people will get what they deserve. I hear ya. And we will figure this out. Vince. For a guy who doesn't say much, you do have a way with words. Why is that? Let us on what's inside that noggin of yours. Well, I've known Vince for a short while, and I think we got close pretty fast. But it's true, I've never really asked Vince about that myself. Although I for sure wondered about it. He looks pretty embarrassed being put on the spot, but in an endearing way. I came from a big Latino family. Everyone fighting for attention. Saying anything to be heard or noticed. I felt like I was always saying the wrong things. Sometimes I think people don't like what they hear coming out of my mouth. As the others start inspecting the doors, Vince clears his throat before he speaks again. Do you think the killer will really set us free? Bart lets out a grunt and I see some of the others turn around in response. I mean, even if we solve all the puzzles and make it to the end? Steve starts to fidget nervously while some of the others look to us for reassurance. Why must you do that? That was perfectly fine on the shelf. Why did you knock it over? I don't know. I never really thought of that. In case anybody was wondering, nosebleed, knocked over some syrup I had on my desk. On my bookshelf, I mean. I let out a sad chuckle. Honestly, if I was you, Bart, I don't doubt you could do it with your bare hands. Vince makes a good point. What if we aren't meant to win this game? Like it's rigged. Exactly. I hate how we got no choice regardless. It's pretty bullshit if you ask me. Now calm down. Like Bart said, we have no choice. We'll have to play along until we find a way out. We just have to play the game better than Goatman can. Is that what we're calling him now? It seems fitting to me. Yeah. I want to throw something out there too. Since you guys brought up Goatman, I've seen movies and shit before. This Goatman, he's got to be one of us. That would be true, Genius, except that when we all saw him, everyone here was accounted for. Well, I don't know, it's just that's how these things usually go. Well, Pierce might be onto something. Classically, we've all seen this happen before. In new scary movies like Hacksaw and in video games, the killer is always one of the people in the group. Oh yeah, I totally saw Hacksaw. That was a fucking great film. All lets out a defeated sigh, not wanting to believe the stereotypical tropes might be in effect. Even in old black and white cinema, it's true. The culprit is probably one of the guests. A few of the men instinctively take a step back away from each other. The level of dread and mistrust rising incrementally. As usual, the only one who didn't seem to take it seriously was Kang. Yeah, usually the psycho in the mask is one of the other teenagers faking being nice. Because they want to be in at ground zero watching the shit go down. Fuck yes. To be honest, I'm betting that we're the fucking serial killer and we're in on it with Vince. I don't think we should jump to conclusions. We could have a point. But what you're saying is that the killer, the person responsible, is here. That the killer is one of us. I don't want to consider that right now. Yeah, I think we should focus on working together. Once again, everyone goes silent and they break off into singular and little groupings. The static from the TV seems to sound louder and louder. It looks chaotic, sadly fitting the situation, while a red light blinks threateningly near the frame's lower left corner. As if on cue, Kang speaks up, his voice calm and velvety. I've been pondering something since the previous room as well. The last I plan to ever speak of that place, as I'll never be able to forget such a mortifying scene. Why doesn't our graceful host speak to us? What do you mean? That guy actually had a lot to say. None of it good. Let me rephrase that. I meant, why doesn't he respond to our questions and taunting directly? He obviously has a lot to say, as Steve pointed out. I'm certain he does so enjoy our plight. I'm not sure, but I think he has replied back. I'm positive that's not a true statement. Little one, get off the desk. You cannot fit. You cannot fit. I know you can sit, but you cannot fit. On the bed with you. No, you stay there. Be a good kitty. Okay. Sorry, I have the cat in my room because my brother's making a brisket, and I don't want the cat escaping because it's like fucking midnight where I'm at right now. Maybe he doesn't feel the need to leave us in the dark and all that. Yes, indeed. Not knowing is always worse than knowing, no matter how terrifying the answer may be. What are you guys talking about? Nothing of importance, Lucky. Well, nothing we can verify for certain, anyways. Oh, I see. Now she's on my nightstand. If you knock over that that Dita framed again, sit down. I don't care. You come back here, tell all you want. That photo better not be messed up. I was afraid someone would bring those doors up. Do we have to go right now? My nerves are shot. Can't we just rest for a while? Sorry, Lucky, but Steve over there is right. We can't afford to waste time. We could always leave you behind if you so choose. Kang, that ain't funny. Well, not in these circumstances right now. You guys suck, like for real. Lucky pouts as he throws his hand into his pocket and looks down at the floor. Don't you worry there, kiddo. Steve slaps Lucky rather hard on his back. You won't be left behind. You'll be going with me. What? You're one of the only ones here I trust. You're a good kid. Harmless. I mean, you work in tech, so you gotta be smart. Come on, you're with me this round. Alright, I guess that's okay with me. Steve swings his arm around Lucky's shoulder and drags him away. Lucky looks back at us for a sec, but then gets caught up in whatever Steve's saying. Well, it seems the selection process has already begun. Hank smiles while throwing his hands up in a frivolous manner. Personally, I could care less who I enter the next room with, though I would prefer if it was either Bart or Prince Pierce. Unfortunately, I can't be with you, Adam. Being versatile, you must take one for the team and can only select one of those bottoms. Such is life. Before I can say anything, Hank walks away to rejoin the guys. Steve and Lucky are already examining the doors. Maybe they're trying to figure out which one to choose. Ah, man, what the hell have we gotten ourselves into? As I start walking over towards them, Vince turns around and waves me over, that rare smile peeking underneath his stash. I wish I could just stick with Vince, but with the way things are, I literally have no choice. Unless I make myself into the biggest asshole that I ever lived. Maybe in the end, that's just what I'll have to do. I gotta make it out of here. There's still so much I want in life. Bruh, I'm so done with my life. And the world hasn't seen all I can do yet. They see my YouTube channel, I think that's good. Everyone seems to be deep in combo, but as I get close to everyone, starts to face me. So, yep, you probably guessed it. We're trying to figure out who goes with whom. A deaf silence falls on them for a minute. It seems no final decisions have been made. Does it actually matter? Earl says rather dryly. Beats me, but probably not. So, I'll just be taking this fella right here. Pierce's eyes lock right on me and he moves his muscular arm to grab me by the waist. But Vince immediately jumps in. Adam can make his own choices. Whatever, dude, I don't see what the big deal is. No, it's fine, I don't mind choosing. So my options are... Well, Bart is looking at me almost dead in the eyes, suddenly shaking his head side to side. Earl stares at me with hard, cold, emotionless eyes. So, yeah, the usual. And Pierce is grinning earlier like he's about to have his dinner. I'll head on in with... Oh man, do I gotta choose? I don't know.